Hi guys, Casper MMA here, and today we're back with another Oktagon predictions video on the channel. Today giving my predictions for Oktagon 72 for Vémola versus Végh. Now on the last card, Oktagon 71, we did pretty well on picks. Prelims didn't go too well, we only got like a couple picks right there, but from the main card, we pretty much clean sweeped it and we got some good predictions there. So it looks like a really fun card this weekend, some good matchups, so I'm looking forward to giving my predictions today. But before I do that, make sure if you guys are around here and you enjoy this content, you go down below and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's much appreciated. So there is a total of 10 fights on this week's card, and we kick things off with the first prelim of Jan Stanovský versus Daniel Solaja. Now, Stanovský is 6-2, Czech Republic man. He's 26 years of age, 1-1 currently in Oktagon. Got a win by decision, then lost a decision after that to an undefeated guy. So not too bad. Then came back with a win by submission in a different promotion. So he's not a bad fighter, to be fair. Only got 2 losses on his record. Many wins by KO and 2 wins by submission in his career as well. So he's a dangerous guy. He's quite good. Daniel Solaja, on the other hand, the German man, 3-1. He is also 1-1 in Oktagon. He's won his last 2 fights in a row by decision. Did lose in the Oktagon though by decision as well. So he's also not a bad fighter. Only 1 loss on his record. But I just don't think he's that great. Really, I mean, he did get a good win in his last fight against an undefeated guy, 5-0. But I do think Stanovský is just the better fighter, really. I've seen him couple of his fights, he is pretty good, so I'm going to back Stanovský to win by decision. Now moving up the card to Alina Dalaslan versus Rosa Gumienna. Now Dalaslan is 1-0, German woman. She won her first fight professionally by KO in round number 3 in Oktagon. Pretty decent win there. Pretty sure I predicted that fight back in March or something. I probably did, I can't remember. But she also had a pretty decent amateur record as well, winning like all the fights. Another win by KO in there as well. So she's pretty decent fighter, to be fair. No losses, so can't really say much against her. Gumienna, on the other hand, 5-4 Polish woman. She's 35 years old, so quite old, to be fair. She's coming off a loss by submission in her last fight in Oktagon, but she's had a win as well. But she's 1 win and 2 losses currently in the promotion. To be fair, she has had a few kickboxing matches in a fight as well. She's fought quite a few people, but like lost to some good opponents, to be fair. So I do think she's not going to win this one. I feel like the people she's beat haven't been that great competition, really, and she's lost to the good ones. So I feel like Alina Dalaslan's going to win this. She probably could get another KO, but I'm going to back her to win by decision. Now, next up on the card, we have Karlos Ryšavý versus Jakub Batfalsky. Now, Batfalsky is a Czech Republic man, 7-1 in total. Pretty decent record, to be fair. 22 years old as well, so he's quite young. He's currently on a 4-fight win streak, I think. 2 wins in a row in Oktagon, so he's pretty good. I mean, 3 wins out of 4 have been by KO. He lost once to Ryšavý by decision in Oktagon, but apart from that, he's got a pretty good record. I mean, he's got 4 wins by KO in total, 2 wins by submission. He's a pretty good fighter. On the other hand, we have Ryšavý. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but he's from Slovakia. 14-8 in total. The older fighter, 10 years older, 32 years old. He's had a lot of fights in Oktagon, to be fair. He's 12-6 in total in the promotion. Coming off a good win, to be fair, in his last fight. Beat Eugene Blackdale by submission. I'm pretty sure I picked Blackdale to win, which is a bad pick for me. But obviously, he's had some decent wins, to be fair, in his time in the promotion. But he's also lost quite a few fights as well. He's been KO'd a couple of times. So I reckon Batfalsky's going to win this fight. I mean, he looks good, he's young, and I reckon Batfalsky gets the KO. And now we move at the card to Jamie Cordero versus David Hosek. Now, Jamie Cordero, 8-2, German man. He's not a bad fighter, to be fair, on a 2-fight win streak at the minute. Both coming by submission in round number 1. Also had no contest before that, but he had another win as well. So he's on a decent win run to be fair. No losses in his last 4 fights. His last loss was in 2023 to a KO in round number 3. But he has quite a few KOs of his own in the promotion and in his career. He's got 4 wins by KO out of his 8 wins in total. So he's a pretty good fighter, to be fair. I do like Cordero. On the other hand, David Hosek, another Czech man, 12-6 and 1 his record in total, 32 years old. He's also not a bad fighter. I mean, he's coming off a win in his last fight by submission in Oktagon. Was KO'd before that, but got a KO of his own in KSW before that. So he's got a few wins by KO in his career. 8 wins in total, so that's pretty impressive. He has been KO'd a couple of times. He's got a few submission wins as well in there, but he's a good fighter. I don't think he's going to be as good as Cordero is in this fight. I just think Cordero's on a good bit of momentum at the minute. It's a good run, and I reckon Cordero gets the KO. And now we move up again to Ivan Buchinger versus Vladimir Lengal. Now, Ivan Buchinger, he's still rocking it. He's 39 now, but he's doing well. I mean, he's 44-10 in total. The Slovakian man. He's had so many fights, man. He's just coming off a win against Afini Nafuka. I did not think he would win that. To be fair, I'm pretty sure I picked Nafuka to win by KO, and then he got the KO, which was impressive. Did lose before that by KO, but this guy he's always finishes. I mean, literally his last 10 fights, it's either him finishing or getting finished. So he's an exciting fighter. I do like Buchinger a lot. I mean, I keep picking against him, but I do think he might get the job done here, because he's fighting Vladimir Lengal, who is not doing the best, to be fair. He is coming off a win in a different promotion. He was left the Oktagon and fought in PML, but because he was on he lost 3 out of his last 4 fights in Oktagon, but one of them coming by KO as well. But he came back with a KO in his last fight. But I just don't think he's going to be as good as Buchinger is. I mean, obviously, the age difference is I think Buchinger is still older than him, but I just think Buchinger, he's good. I like that KO in his last fight, and I reckon Buchinger gets the KO here. And now we move the card to Bojan Velikovic versus Ronald Paradeza. Now, Velikovic, that was a hell of a... if you look at how this name is spelled, that's mental. It's got so many little things above the C's and that. No idea what that is, but I'm going to go Velikovic for his pronunciation there. He's a Serbian man, 25-12-2 record. Was actually in the UFC back in the day, back in 2016, 2017. Didn't do too well, to be fair. Lost 3 fights, then got cut. Well, I went to the PFL, I'm not sure. But he didn't do too well in the PFL either. He went 1-4 in that promotion. But he's come to Oktagon. He's not doing too bad. He's 7 wins, 2 losses. 1 loss coming by split decision, the other by KO. But he's good. I mean, he's on a 4-fight win streak at the minute. 3 wins coming by finish, 1 win coming by decision as well. So pretty decent run at the minute. He is 36 years old though, so he's getting on a bit now. Ronald Paradeza, on the other hand, he's 21-9, Slovakian man, 27 years old, so the much younger fighter there. He's coming off a loss to Lucien Keita, but he's obviously a very good fighter. Lost by KO in that fight, but before that he was on a very good run. I think that's 7 or 8 fights in a row he won. I mean, a lot of them coming by KO. Just a couple of decisions started in there as well. So he's a very good fighter. 15-5 in total in the Oktagon, and I do think he gets the win here. I mean, he did lose his last fight, but I just think he's a very good fighter. He's a younger fighter as well than Velikovic is. So I reckon Paradeza gets the KO. And now we move the card again to Frederic Vosgröne versus Lucas Alsina. Now, I did not back Vosgröne in his last fight. I stupidly thought who was it who thought Montagnac was going to win. I mean, I just didn't trust in the grappling of Vosgröne, but how wrong was I? I mean, that guy just came out and I saw it went viral all over the internet because he literally was just did everything he could to take that man down. He was scary, man. I would not like to be on the other side of the cage for him, but he was impressive. Got the submission in round number 2, took him down, finally got the submission, and he's pretty good. I mean, he's 4-0, all of his wins coming by submission in his MMA career. Obviously, he had a good grappling career as well. On the other hand, we have Lucas Alsina, I think that's how you say it, the Argentinian man, 13-5 in total. He's on a 2-fight win streak, to be fair, in different promotions. He got a submission win himself, and then got a win by KO in his last fight, retirement. But his only fight in Oktagon, he lost by decision to Vémola, who's obviously headlining this card. And I don't think he's going to win this fight. I mean, after watching that Vosgröne performance, Vosgröne is going to win, and I'm going to back him by submission. And now, moving the card again to Matej Peňaz versus Piotr Wawrzyniak. Now, Matej Peňaz is a 10-1 Czech Republic man. He's 28 years old. A lot of wins by KO. This guy is pretty dangerous. I mean, he's out of 10 wins in his career. He's had 9 wins by KO, 1 win by decision. He's on a 4-fight win streak at the minute in Oktagon since he had the chance on the contender series and then lost to Dumas by submission. But since then, he's come 4 wins in a row, all by KO. Beaten some half-decent opponents as well in their last win over David Zawada. He's pretty good. I mean, his only loss coming to like a UFC level fighter as well. So he's very good, this Peňaz guy. And Wawrzyniak, on the other hand, the Polish man, 14-6 in total. I do remember his last fight because I picked him to win against Mazut by KO. He got the job done. He's obviously the older fighter at 34 years old, but he's still pretty good. I mean, this guy also gets a lot of wins by KO. He's got 9 wins in total. His last loss was a submission as well back in 2024. So he's good. Obviously, I do like him, but I just don't think he's going to be a match for Peňaz. I mean, there's definitely going to be a finish in this fight. I can see one of them getting the KO, but I reckon it's going to be Peňaz. And now we move up to the co-main event. Makhmud Muradov versus Patrik Kincl. Now, Muradov, I like this guy. Obviously, a very good fighter. 28-8 his record from Uzbekistan. 35 years old, so he's getting on a bit, but he's a very good fighter, to be fair. Just won in his last fight in Oktagon by KO. I think I predicted him to get the decision, but he got the job done by finish. Beat Askham by decision as well. And obviously didn't even have a bad UFC run either when he was there. Only lost twice to GM3 and Kai Brallo, who are top level opponents there. So he's I do think he's a very good fighter, obviously. And I think he's going to win this fight, to be honest. I'll talk about Patrik Kincl here. He's obviously also a very good fighter, 28-11. His record, the Czech man, same age, 35 years old. He's coming off a loss in his last fight. Did lose the belt to Engziak. I don't know. I've probably butchered that one. But yeah, lost decision there. But did have a good run. Beat Wawrzyniak, who we just talked about. He's beat Vémola as well, who's on this card. He's obviously beat some high level opponents in Oktagon. But I just think Muradov has been coming for this belt. He's looked good since he joined Oktagon. I think it's going to be a good fight, this one. Looking forward to it. But I do think Muradov gets this one done by decision. And now we move up to the main event. Karlos Vémola versus Attila Végh. Now, some light heavyweight action here. Vémola, he's 37-9 in total. The Czech Republic man. He's 39 years old now. So, like the joint oldest on the card of boot. So he's getting on a bit now. Probably will be retiring soon, I guess. Did lose his last fight to Will Fleury. Lost the belt, I think, by decision there. But beat, obviously this is the 3rd time he's fighting Végh, I think. I'm not too sure. But definitely fought twice before. But yeah, he did beat Végh in before that by submission, which was impressive. Got in round number 2. He's had a few wins and a few losses recently in his career. It's been like 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win. But he's still doing well, to be fair, at the minute. Not fighting too regularly, to be fair. Obviously, he's a very good fighter. I mean, a lot of wins coming by submission. 20 wins in total, 9 wins by KO as well in there. Did lose to Végh back in when did they even last fight the first time? I can't even remember. But it was Végh got the KO in the first fight back in 2019. But that was the last 2. Like, Végh has not been active very much. I mean, his last 2 fights have been against Vémola, whereas Vémola's fought like quite consistently in between them. But obviously Vémola got the KO. Végh got the KO for Vémola in round 1, but then got submitted in the fight after that. So both these guys are pretty decent fighters. Get both very old. I mean, Végh is also 39, so this is 2 oldies fighting here. I can probably see this one not being too entertaining. I mean, it might be. I don't know. I mean, there could be a submission here from Vémola. Could be another KO from Végh. Who knows? But I'm going to back Vémola to get this one done. I just feel like he's been more active in between like the fights stuff he's had. Well, to be fair, he's only had Végh has only had 2 fights in the last like 5 years, whereas Vémola has actually been active a bit. So I'm going to back Vémola to get this one done by decision. So there you have it. There are my picks for Oktagon 72. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of my picks. And that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed me, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.